everybody, and welcome to Vinyl Treasures. I'm your host, Johnny G. Johnny G, coming to you live every Monday afternoon right here on YouTube. Another ridiculous mess up here, as the stream was dated, I think I had the 8th. You see, what happens is when you schedule a stream, you go in and you pick the date on the count. I thought I did it right, but evidently it was not right. It was the wrong date. It was supposed to be a Monday. I don't know how it ended up being screwed up that way, because it just was. So anyway, we are on live. Hopefully you are watching me live here. So I apologize for being late, but I can do whatever I want, on YouTube. Although the copyright police, they do follow me around a lot. Hopefully today I will not get any copyright issues. I was okay the last week too, but not Wednesday night. They blocked the video because when you get too many copyright things in a row, that's when it becomes a problem. In the 1950s is normally not, because a lot of the people are dead, so they don't. But people do own the rights to a lot of these records, like that one there. I didn't see a problem with it, but we opened up the 1958 Relic survey today for another record from 1958. Actually, last week we opened up with the Champs on Gene Autry's Challenge label, featured their third release from April 58. It was called Midnighter. Gotten some good response from that record. And in this week, I guess in memory of the late Pee Wee Herman, I decided to open up with the debut single on Challenge by the Champs. It was their biggest hit, and you mentioned it in the chat room there, Darren. Tequila, #1 national hit on both Billboard and Cashbox. Written by Chuck Rio. He was the saxophone player on the tune, and this song resurrected again in 2008 on a movie that Pee Wee Herman made called Pee Wee's Big Adventure. And I think he danced on top of that bar with all those motorcycle bikers around him. That kind of brought interest back to this record. It was funny, I was looking at some of the write-ups for younger people that were writing about this record that thought it was like an obscure thing, but it is not. It was a big, big hit. So we opened up from January 58, the Champs on Challenge, and their big hit called Tequila, 45 my aunt bought, by the way, and I'm sure a lot of you also purchased that record. Well, let's continue with the countdown now. These are records voted by collectors back in 1998. The Relic Records they sent out ballots to collectors, and it kind of grew each year, I think starting back in 1953. But collectors voted on these songs, and I started at number 315, and here we are at number 83. Now, we closed last week with Norman Fox and the Rob Roys, a group out of the Bronx, New York. Number 84 with 152 points was their Capitol release, the A-side to their Capitol release, because people were asking for the B-side. Stay tuned for that. But we closed with Pizza Pie. Came out in January 59. Probably should have been on the 59 survey, but here they are again, coming in at number 83 with 160 points and 18 mentions. This one's on Don Roby's Backbeat record label. Now, this is their follow-up to their big hit. I'm sure you know Tell Me Why. This was the follow-up. It's with Buddy Lucas and the orchestra, coming in at number 83 on the survey. From March 58, Norman Fox and the Rob Roys on Backbeat, and the song is called Dance Girl Dance. It would help if I turned it on, wouldn't it?
Dance, girl, dance. And while you're dancing, why not dance into romance? The boys all looking at you, staring in a trance. Go on and dance, girl, dance. Swing, girl, swing. You swinging thing, you, when you start to sing, you find yourself a guy and wedding bells will ring. Go on and swing, girl, swing. a symphony. Its melody is haunting me. I hear a sound, I turn around, and then your feet go off the ground. My heart just sits in splendor, like a love song sweet and tender. Oh, hey little girl, don't you know I'm never gonna let you go. Why, girl, why? Can't you believe that every star that fills the sky is just a portion of the tears that fill my eyes? Oh, when you dance, girl, dance. Girl, dance. Go! My heart is like a symphony. Its melody is haunting me. I hear a sound, I turn around, and then your feet go off the ground. My heart just sits in splendor, like a love song sweet and tender. Oh, hey little girl, don't you know I'll never ever let you go. Why, girl, why? Can't you believe that every star that fills the sky is just a portion of the tears that fill my eyes? Oh, when you dance, girl, dance, girl, dance. Boom, 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 till we roll. Boom, 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 boom.
It's coming in at number 83 on the survey, March 1958. That's the second release on the Backbeat record label. For Norman Fox and the Rob Roys, Dance Girl Dance is the name of the tune, a cool tune there. That one covered by Jerry Granahan. I think he covered it in 1961. Johnny G here counting down the Relic Shop survey of 1958 as we head to California for entry number 82 on the survey with 164 points and 13 mentions. This was voted number 1 on 2 of the ballots. The late George Lavatelli, and the owner of Relic Records in Hackensack, New Jersey, he voted this his number 1 pick, and also Andy Lamusio of Bethpage, New Jersey, also voted this number 1. It's a wonderful ballad written by the lead singer of the group. His name is Gaynell Hodge. It's with Bumps Blackwell and his orchestra. This is on the Keen record label, coming in at number 82. We go to April 1958. The Turks on Keen. It's called Father Time.
Oh, Father Time, you keep ticking away. Oh, Father Time, minutes into hours, and hours into days. You just keep ticking. Always. Oh, Father Time, what's in the future for me? You just go on and on. What is my destiny? You just keep always. Father time, is there love? Love for me. Father time, if I knew, what a joy it would be. Father time, help me to understand the true meaning of life. For I know it's so.
Coming in at number 82 on the survey with 164 points and 13 mentions. Those are the Turks from April of 1958. On the Keen record label, Father Time is the name of that tune. That was voted number one by the late George Lavatelli of Hackensack, New Jersey, and Andy Lamusio. He recorded of Bethpage, New Jersey, voted that number one on their ballots. And with their next release on Keen, I think they backed up Johnny Guitar Watson on his release on the Keen label. We continue with the countdown here at entry number 81 with 166 points and 14 mentions as the Moonglows return, and this was voted number one by Bill Clark of Northeastern Massachusetts. This was the group's 15th release on Leonard Chess's Chess record label. For some reason, Chess put this 45 out where both sides were recorded at a session done back in December 13th of 1956, originally recorded by the Moonglows, but they issued them in December of 1958. 2 years later, this features Bobby Lester on lead. Here are the Moonglows at number 81 on the survey from December 58. On Chess, it's called I'll Never Stop Wanting You, the Moonglows.
I'll stop wanting you. When the moon forgets what the night is for, when the tide leaves its way to the shore, when the rainbow can tell when the storm is through, and that's when I'll stop wanting you. When the river can find a way to the sea, when the sun in summer ceases to be, when my heart can dream a dream of you, and that's when I'll stop wanting you. No chain is strong enough to hold the river from the sea. No chain is strong enough to hold the heart that wants to be free. When April refused to cloud the blue, when time stands still, a million years after my heart is through, and that's when I'll stop wanting you.
That's the sound of the Moonglows coming in at number 81 on the survey, recorded in December of 56. But Chess released it 2 years later, December of 58. That's with Bobby Lester on lead. A number one pick by Bill Clark of Northeastern Massachusetts. I'll Never Stop Wanting You. That one there on the Chess record label. They will return with the flip side of that 45. But we continue here. And up next, another hit to make the Relic survey, coming in at number 80 with 166 points and 18 mentions. The This was voted, wait, 18 mentions. Sal Santonzi of Dix Hills, New York, voted this his number one pick. This group from Newark, New Jersey, I'm trying to read my notes and what did I write phonetically. This group signed with High Weiss's Old Town record label for 17 releases. This was their debut 45, and this wasn't even the A side of the record. Really, first, the DJs were playing the flip side of this, the ballad called Last Night I Dreamed, but then they started playing the B-side, a tune originally written by Johnny Otis and recorded by the Sheiks back in 1955 for the Federal label, but the group's manager, Jim Gribble, he gets writer credit on this. It features Tommy Bullock on lead from November of 1958. The Fiestas come in at number 80 on the survey on the Old Town record label. Their tune, their big hit called So Fine.
So fine, so fine, so fine, yeah. My baby's so doggone fine. She loves me, come rain, come shine. Oh, oh, yeah, so fine. She drill me, she drill me.
Coming in at number 80 on the survey are the Fiestas from November 1958. On High Weiss's Old Town record label, their debut single, actually the intended B-side of their debut single, song called So Fine. Now, the styrene press of this is the true first press of it and has the piano intro. That was the side that was pressed when they were playing the original A-side, which was called Last Night I Dreamed. But once the record started to become a hit and Old Town had to repress the record, they removed the piano intro. So if you bought this record when it was the hit, when it came out for So Fine, yours probably sounds like this. I'll play a little bit in the beginning.
So fine, so fine, so fine.
So they eliminated the piano intro. I don't know why they did that. I mean, I like the piano intro. I mean, I like the flip side better, like Pat does. But anyway, either way, it's a record I'm sure many of you heard on the radio back in early 1959, because that's when this record started taking off. But originally released in November of 58 for the flip side, and I'm sure the flip side will turn up here, so I wouldn't count that out. But those are the Fiestas coming in at number 80, and a number one pick by Sal Centanzi of Dix Hills, New York. He voted that number one. Let's continue here for this group from Queens, New York. They return at number 179 on the survey with 169 points and 16 mentions. The flip side of this 45 came in at number 125. If you recall, it was called Sometimes I Wonder, but it's the group's second of two on Morris Levy's Roulette record label, written by the lead singer. His name is James Shepard. This charted number 30 on KOSI in Denver, Colorado. Also played here on New York radio on WMGM, but it comes in at number 79 on the Relic survey. We go to July of 1958 for the Heartbeats. The Heartbeats on Roulette. It's called One Day Next Year.
One day next year, one day next year, one day next year.
One day next year, I'll be home, send you a letter or telephone to let you know that I still care. I really care. I'm longing to kiss and hold you tight, darling. I dream of you every night. Please wait for me. I hope you'll be there. Please say you can. I had to leave in a hurry. I didn't have a dime to call. Darling, please don't worry. I'll be home in the fall. One day next year, I'll be home, send you a letter or telephone to let you know that I still care. One day next year.
That's James Shepard and the Heartbeats coming in at number 79 on the survey with 169 points from July 1958. And their second of two on Morris Levy's Roulette record label. One Day Next Year is the name of the tune. Johnny G here on a Monday afternoon. We'll hear till about 3:30. We'll go a little bit longer because of the mess up I did. So we will do that here as we count down. We're getting closer and closer to number one here on this 1958 survey. So hope you're digging on the tunes here. If you're new to the program, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. You have to click the bell and then the drop down, get all notifications, to to receive an email, and I messed up on the coming attraction. I put, when you set it up, you have to specifically pick a date and time. Why it said the 9th, that was a mess up on my part. I must have been half sleeping when I did it. That's the reason why. But let's continue with the countdown now. For this group from Brooklyn, New York, they return at number 78 with 169 points and 16 mentions. Now, the B-side of this 45 made the Relic survey at number 138 with 85 points. It was called I Thank the Moon. It was the group's very first release on the co-ed record label, a tune written by Luther Dixon, Bert Keys, and the lead singer of the group. That's Johnny Maestro. This was a number 1 record on WHEC if you were listening in Rochester, New York, and it comes in at number 79 on the Relic survey from March 58. Let's give a listen to the Crests. The Crests on Coed, their first record on Coed. It's called Pretty Little Angel. Coming in at number 78 on the survey, that's Johnny Maestro and the Crests, 169 points, 16 mentions on the ballots there. March 1958, that's their first release on the co-ed record label. Pretty Little Angel is the name of the tune. I'm sure the Crests will return later on in the survey. Let's continue here to entry number 77 with 169 points and 9 mentions. This group from Philadelphia, they first recorded in April of 1954 for the Rainbow record label, and this song was originally their debut single back in April of 54, but they re-recorded it for the Mainline Casino Record Distributing Company, that distributing company owned by disc jockey Jocko Henderson and Barry Golder, and they sold 8 masters. They sold 8 masters to United Artists in early 1958, and this was the group's third of 4 to come out on United Artists. It's with Lee. The group re-recorded it, and they put this one out with Lee Andrews on lead. This was a number 1 selection on the ballot of Jose Melendez of Gowanda, New York. He voted this his number one from October 1958, coming in at number 77 on the survey. The resung version of Maybe You'll Be There on United Artists, as done by Lee Andrews and the Hearts, number 77.
How could it get like this?
Each time I see a crowd of people, just like a fool I stop and stare. I know it's not the proper thing to do, but maybe you'll be there. I go out walking after midnight along the lonely thoroughfare. It's not the time or place to look for you, but maybe you'll be there. You said your arms will always hold me. You said your lips were mine alone to kiss. Well, after all those things, the many things, the things you told me, how could it end like this? Someday when all my prayers are answered, I'll hear a footstep on the stairs. With anxious thoughts I'll hurry to the door, and maybe you'll be there.
As Johnny G got caught there for a couple seconds there. There you go. That's the re-recorded version of Maybe You'll Be There. Is much slower in the 1954 release on the Rainbow record label, but that one there, October 58 release, the third of four on United Artists for Lee Andrews and the Hearts. Maybe You'll Be There, the name of the tune, the number one selection for Jose Melendez of Gowanda, New York. As we continue here on the countdown, the hits return. The hits return at number 76 on the Relic survey with 177 points and 23 mentions. This group from Newark, New Jersey, it's their debut single. This first came out in December of 1957 on B. Caslin's Mascot record label, but she cut a deal with Leonard Chess of Chess Records, but he put it out on his Argo subsidiary, released in February of '58. Became the group's first of four on the Argo label. And if any of you probably bought this record outside of New York. Not really, because I think it was sold in New York also on Argo. But if you bought it when it was a hit, you got it on this label, that's for sure. This was a number 7 on Cashbox, number 5 on Billboard, a big number 1 record on WPTR in Albany, New York, also on WGH in Newport News, Virginia. It features Charles Patrick on lead. We go to February of 1958, coming in at number 76 on the survey, on the Argo label. These are the Monotones with Book of Love.
I wonder who wrote the book of love?
Tell me, who wrote the book of love? I've got to know the answer. Was it someone from above?
I wonder who wrote the book of love?
I love you, darling, baby, you know I do. But I've got to see this book of you love her with all your heart. Chapter 2, you tell her you're never, 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 ever gonna part. In chapter 3, remember the meaning of romance. In chapter 4, you break up, but you give her just one more chance. Oh, I wonder, wonder who wrote the book of love? Baby, 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 I love you, yes I do. Well, it says so in this book of love, ours is the one that's true. I wonder, wonder who wrote the book of love? Chapter 1 says to lover, you love her with all your heart. Chapter 2, you tell her you never, 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 ever gonna part. In chapter 3, remember the meaning of romance. In chapter 4, you break up, but you give her just one more chance. Oh, I wonder, wonder who wrote the book of love? Baby, 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 I love you, yes I do. Well, it says so in this book of love, ours is the one that's true. Wonder, wonder who wrote the book of love? I wonder who wrote the book of love?
Hits coming in on the Relic survey there at number 76. That's Charles Patrick. Charles Patrick and the Monotones from February 1958 on the Argo record label. Book of Love is the name of the tune here, and both sides of their third release on Argo made the survey earlier. The Legend of Sleepy Hollow was at number 254, and the flip side, Soft Shadows, came in at number 147. Maybe the flip side of this 45 will make the survey. You just have to wait and see. Let's continue here on the countdown. Coming in at number 75, number 75 with 179 points and 19 mentions is this group from Long Beach, New York. The members included Alexander Faison, William J. Otis Gaines, Roy C. Hammond, Cloyd Johnson, and Fred Jones. Collectively, they were known as the Genies. And this was their debut single, came out on Bob Shad's Shad label out of New York City. This was voted number one, a number one vote by Bob Evans of Morristown, New Jersey. This charted number 71 on Billboard, 33 on Cashbox, and a number one on, I can't read this, is it I can't read that. The printout didn't come in right. I think it's either WBGO or WRGO out of Washington, D.C. It kind of cut off on my printer here. This comes in at number 75 on the Relic survey from November 58. These are the Genies on the Shad label. It's called Who's That Knockin'?
Who's that calling?
Those are the Genies. The Genies coming in at number 75 on the survey with 179 points and 19 mentions. November 1958. That's their debut single on Bob Shad's Shad record label out of New York City. Who's That Knockin' is the name of the tune, a record I found out in the wild for 10 cents. Always fun to go record collecting when you have no money or you can only afford dimes and quarters for your 45s. So a lot of these records are expensive, although you can probably get that fairly reasonable now on eBay. There's probably a ton of copies you can get, all in various conditions. But anyway, let's continue here as we go back to Brooklyn, New York for this Hispanic group coming in at number 74 on the survey with 120 points and 20 mentions. And the group consisted of John Garcia, Raymond Martinez, Benny Ortiz, Tony Rivera, and the lead singer of the group, his name was Mike Cruz. This group first recorded for Sid Nathan's King record label as The Temptations. A great record, two-sided record they do that came out in February of 1958. But with their next release, they changed their name to the Van Dykes. So this became their second release on the King label. The song written by the second tenor of the group, Thomas Rivera. This charted number 7 out in California on WKBR in San Francisco, California. Let's go to November of 1958. Give a listen to the Van Dykes coming in at number 74 with Mike Cruz on lead. The song is called The Bells Are Ringing.
Ding dong,
Ding dong. Ding dong.
All those bells that are ringing in the tower, they seem to know the hour when we are together. All those bells, they say you're mine forever. Let's put our hearts together to join us as one. Those bells, bells are ringing for us to come around, to join us together, so no one can make us part. All those bells have put our hearts together and have joined us forever, forever and ever to part.
ding dong.
Ding dong. Bells, bells. Ding dong. Bells, bells, bells.
Coming in at number 74 on the survey with 120 points and 20 mentions, November 1958 release for the Van Dykes. The Van Dykes there with Mike Cruz on lead. The Bells Are Ringing, Sid Nathan's King record label. Evan Blatt mentioned that it's also on Deluxe Records. Yes, with the 1960s revival of the music, if you went into Times Square Records to purchase this record, you probably got it on the Deluxe label. I would bet you did. But it first came out on the King label in November of 1958. We continue with the countdown here for this great group out of Newport News, Virginia. They return at number 73 on the survey. Now, their 19th release for the Capitol label came in at number 269 with 32 points. It was called Emily Please. That one there from July of 58. This is their 18th release that came out in March of 58, and this was voted number 1 on 2 of the ballots. Nikki Gustafson voted this her number 1. She's out of Levittown, New York. And the late Sal Mondrone of Brooklyn, New York, voted this his number 1. It features Rudy West on lead, coming in at number 73 with 182 points, and 15 mentions are the 5 Keys. The 5 Keys from March 58 on Capitol. It's called With All My Love with Rudy West on lead.
With all my love, I give to you this rose, and with it my heart goes to. Only knows, my darling, what I would do. It seems as though my finding you was meant to be. You made this world a lovely paradise for me. So here I stand, I'm yours, dear, to command forever, with all my love. Forever, with all my
That's the great Rudy West and the 5 Keys, coming in at number 69 on the survey from November 1958. That's on the Capitol record label. One Great Love is the name of the tune, as voted number 1 by the late Sal Mondrone. Wait, did I mess up? I did mess up. That's coming in at from March of 58, coming in at number 73 on the survey. See, I went to another 5 Keys. That's a number 73 on the survey from March 1958. Rudy West and the 5 Keys with All My Love on the Capitol label, as voted number 1 by the late Sal Mondrone of Brooklyn, New York, and Nikki Gustafson of Levittown, New York. That was their number 1 selection. Wow, so I cheated. I told you another song that is coming in, so you're going to have to stay tuned for that. Let's continue here with the countdown. Those of you new to the program, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Tell your friends about this program. I added this. It's like an ad hoc show, although we're getting caught up in the 1958 survey. We'll feature other types of music, genres of music in my collection as we continue, and specials and guest spots here on the program. Let's continue here. Coming in at number 72 with 182 points with 33 mentions is this group. Is that right? I got to double check. 33 mentions, this group from York, Pennsylvania. Maybe that's 22 mentions. Their debut single came out on the Chess label back in 1958, a song called Ding Dong that I like. And their next release, though, they would sign with Red Top Records out of Philadelphia. Now, their manager was Paul Landersman. He was a disc jockey at WHB in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. He managed the group, and he was instrumental with getting them booked on Dick Clark's American Bandstand, and they lip-synced this tune, and it started taking off, and it would be picked up by Hunt Records. At the time, this was 1958, Dick Clark was either owner or part owner of the Hunt record label, and he was able to make it a national hit for the group. Number 24 on Cashbox, number 18 on Billboard, and it's coming in at number 72 here on the Relic survey. It features Roberta Hayman on lead. Let's go to June of 1958. I'm featuring it on the First Press, the light blue Red Top record label, the Quintones. The Quintones come in at number 72 on Red Top Records. It's called Down the Aisle of Love. That's coming in at number 72 on the survey, 182 points and 22 mentions. I knew that was wrong because 33 mentions is a lot. That would have got probably over 12% of the votes there. But that's the Quintones there. Roberta Hayman on lead, June 1958. I featured it on the Red Top record label. You may have it on the Hunt label. Down the Aisle of Love is the name of the tune. They would have one more release on Hunt Records and then one final release that came out on Red Top Records. Nice records by this group from York, Pennsylvania. Dick Clark, though, he had to divest from the Hunt label and also his pressing plants, too, because they investigated him, and it's unfortunate. He was really, his lawyers protected him more than they protected Alan Freed and a bunch of the others, but he was able to easily divest his involvement in the record business. He couldn't have it both ways to play records, and I wish I can look at that. They investigated him. They made note of every record he played, I think for 2 years. And they came up with, you played all these records on the Swan label and on the Hunt label and all this and that, and these became hits and this one didn't. So they brought him all this data, and they said, look, take your pick. You're going to stay with American Bandstand, or you're going to get rid of all your labels and all your publishing and everything else. So he eventually did that. But maybe he still stayed with the publishing a little bit, but he really had to do that. But to Tony Mammarella, the producer of that show, he didn't. He went to Chancellor Records, but that was a bad mistake. And you know what? Looking back, I guess it's 2020 hindsight, I guess, it's Monday Morning Quarterback, but that was the mistake. He should have stayed with American Bandstand. Johnny G babbling on here as we continue. And entry number 71, coming in with 184 points and 16 mentions, is this group from Campbell, Ohio. It's their debut single on Foster Johnson's Dub Records, which was out of Little Rock, Arkansas at the time. The song written by the lead singer of the group, his name is George Jones Jr., and this record was not a hit when it originally came out. The first presses of this were issued with a typo in the title, and the first word was supposed to be Rama. Instead, the typesetter put L and made it Lama, so that was a mistake. So the true first presses were spelled wrong and were pressed by RCA Records. This charted number 6 on WDON in Wheaton, Maryland. This is number 71 on the Relic survey. We go to May of 1958. Let's give a listen to the Edsels. The Edsels on the Dub label, number 71. It's called Lama Rama Ding Dong.
Rabba labba 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 ding dong, rabba labba 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 ding.
Coming in at number 71 on the survey with 184 points. And 16 mentions, the Edsels. The Edsels there from May 1958. George Jones Jr., he's the lead singer. He also wrote the tune, that one there on the Dub record label. And the B-side of this was heard earlier on the survey at number 219. We featured it with 44 points, a song called Bells. Now in 1961, Wayne Sterling and Don Folletti would be instrumental with this song becoming a hit for the group, and mix in High Weiss and his twin record label, and this record was a hit for the group the second time around in 1961, but the first time was in May of 1958. And there are other presses at that time that came out, and it's actually more cruder sounding, as Rama Lama Ding Dong came out on the Dub label with a different address. I forget the address, not wasn't Arkansas, it was something else, as Johnny G draws a blank, as I usually do here on a Monday afternoon. Hope you're digging on the cool tunes here on the survey. We are on number 70 on the survey for this great group from Gary, Indiana. Comes in at number 70 on the Relic survey with 184 points and 18 mentions. They would have 20 releases for Vivian Carter's VJ Records up in Chicago, and that was between the years 1953 and 1960. Here is their 16th, a song, I think it dates back to 1938, written by Hoagie Carmichael and Frank Lesser, and this version features the bass lead of Gerald Gregory, coming in at number 70 on the survey from November 58. The Spaniels on VJ Records, their rendition of the tune Heart and Soul.
Heart and soul, the way a fool would do madly, because you held me so tight and stole a kiss in the night. Oh, heart and soul. And stumbled overboard gladly. That magic night we kissed there in the moonlight. Oh baby, oh, but your lips were thrilling, baby, much. Too much to yes, never were mine, so strangely willing. So now I see what a kiss can do. Look at me, you got me loving you so madly. That little kiss you stole, yes you stole. There goes my heart and soul.
Coming in at number 70 on the survey, those are the Spaniels from November of 1958. And that one there on Vivian Carter's VJ record label. That's their 16th release on VJ with 184 points and 18 mentions. Heart and Soul. That's with the bass lead of Gerald Gregory. And you heard Pookie also follow up with him in the background there. Great sound by the Spaniels. Let's continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show with the Relic Countdown as the Five Keys return. We just heard not too long ago, number 73, their 18th release from March of 58 called With All My Love with Rudy West on lead. Well, Rudy West returns with their 20th release on the Capitol record label, the song written by Clyde Otis and Vincent Corso, with the Dave Kavanaugh music providing the instrumentation. This charted number 50 on WFBR in Baltimore, Maryland, but comes in at number 73 on the Relic survey with 188 points and 19 mentions. We go to November of 1958 for the sound of the Five Keys. Rudy West and the Five Keys on Capitol. It's called One Great Love.
Night, everlasting, ever true, my great love for you. Once I longed for fame and gold, those were all I cared to hold. Till I found that love's great treasure truly is beyond measure. In the sun, in the rain, our great love will still remain. Then one day
That's the great sound of Rudy West and the Five Keys, coming in at number 69. 69 on the survey from November 1958. That's their 20th release on the Capitol record label. One Great Love is the name of that tune. Let's go to Staten Island, New York for this group. They return at number 68 on the survey with 189 points and 22 mentions. Now, this is the group's biggest hit. Now, this was the number one record here in Westchester County when your host was born. So, Mom, this record was number one when you were having me at Phelps Hospital in North Terrytown. This was the number one record, and Mary bought this 45 too. It was number 2 on Cashbox, number 1 on Billboard, and also on the R&B chart, the Billboard R&B chart. And we heard the B-side of this way back at number 311 on the survey with 25 points, a song called Getting Dizzy. But this is the A side, and the group's first of three on Apt Records, a subsidiary of ABC Paramount. It features Vito Picone on lead, coming in at number 69, originally released in June of 1958. These are the Elegants on Apt Records with their tune called Little Star.
Where are you, little star? Where are you? Oh, ra-da-da-da-da-doo. Oh, ra-da-da-da-da-doo. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder where you are. Wish I may, wish I might make this wish come true tonight. Search all over for a love. You're the one I'm thinking of. Oh, ra-da-da-da-da-doo. Oh, ra-da-da-da-da-doo. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder where you are. High above the clouds somewhere, send me down a love to share. Oh, ra-da-da-da-da-doo. Oh, ra-da-da-da-doo. Oh, there you are, high above. Oh, God, send me love. Oh, there you are, riding up the sky. I need a love. Me, oh, my. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder where you are. Wish I may, wish I might make this wish come true tonight. Oh, ra-da-da-da-doo. Oh, ra-da-da-da-doo. Ooh, ra-da-da-da-doo. There you are, little star.
Coming in at number 68 on the survey, Vito Picone and the Elegants, released in June of 1958 on the Apt record label. Their big hit, Little Star, their first of three on the Apt record label. 189 points, 22 mentions, and that was a number one record on September 3rd of 1958 here in Westchester County. That record as old as your host, Johnny G. There you go, as we continue with entry number 67 now, with 190 points and 15 mentions. This great group out of Inglewood, New Jersey. They had 7 releases on B. Caslin's Hull label. Now their fourth release came in at number 122 on the survey. A song called What Will I Do If You Go Away. That had 96 points. But this is their third release, coming in at number 67, written by the lead singer of the group. His name is Bob Lee. And Ferdy Gonzalez has this coming out in December of 1957. So we're not going to split hairs with this. So it was included in the 1958 survey, probably reviewed somewhere in early 1958, but really released in December of 57. Let's give a listen to the Avons. The Avons on Hull Records. It's called You Are So Close to Me at number 67 on the survey.
You are so close to me, love in your eyes, that
your hand in mine, my thoughts are filled with love divine. And I ask myself why. Is it because I've been lonely? Or is it really because you are so close to me, our love was meant to be. I'll love you tenderly until eternity.
That's Bob Lee and the Avons there from December 1957, making it to the 1958 survey. That was their third release on B. Caslin's Hull record label. You Are So Close to Me is the name of the tune. As we continue here on the survey, hope you're digging on these cool records. Lots of nice records came out in the year 1958, the golden year of, well, I call it the golden year because I was born in 1958. I mean, you could really pick any of those later 1950s for some great music because there really were some great sounds, both ballads and up-tempos. But this next group coming in at number 66, they lived on 115th Street in Manhattan. That was the same apartment building that the Bop Chords lived in. And we heard both sides of their debut single on the survey. First coming out on Danny Robinson's Holiday record label, Counting the Stars came in at number 143 with 81 points. And the flip side, I Want to Know, came in at number 85 with 152 points. But here is their second overall release. Came out on Danny Robinson's Vest label. And the B-side comes in at number 66 with 190 points and 16 mentions. And this was a number one selection for Tom Vitale of Morris Plains, New Jersey. And they're all singing together on this song, but you can hear the falsetto voice of Johnny Jackson. This is from 1958. It's number 66 on the survey, The Ladders, on the Vest label. It's called Hey, Pretty Baby.
Bio, 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 bio. Bio,
That's number 66 on the 1958 Relic survey. Those are the Ladders, the B-side to their release on the Vest label, Danny Robinson's Vest Records. Hey Pretty Baby is the name of the tune. For you collectors out there, the true first presses of this does not have the stars around the Vest logo. It just needs to be the plain Vest block print as the true first presses. So you may have it with the stars. That is the second press. We continue with the countdown here. Coming in at number 65 with 195 points and 18 mentions is this group from Harlem, New York. We heard from them earlier in the survey at number 160 with the B-side to their third release on Paul Winley's Winley label, the song called Oh Baby. The intended A-side of their very next release on Paul Winley's Cyclone label comes in at number 165. It features Lenny McKay on lead, and you'll hear Adam Jackson on the falsetto. This is from June of 1958 at number 65. The Sound of the Jesters on Cyclone. This is the intended A-side. It's called Now That You're Gone.
Now that you're gone, I sit in my window and cry,
The memories I had of you. Your love was so untrue. I can't sleep at night, darling, now that you're gone. Oh, sweetheart, you make my life worth living. I had nothing to give. Gave you your heart, and I can't get more. My darling, the lovely things we used to do. I'm all alone and feeling blue. I cried just for you, darling, now that you're gone.
They're liking that one there in the YouTube chat room there. That's the sound of the Jesters, Lenny McKay and the Jesters from June 1958, coming in at number 65 on the survey. With 195 points and 18 mentions. Now That You're Gone is the name of the tune. That one there on Paul Winley's Cyclone record label. Let's continue here on the countdown for this next group. They hail from Rockaway, Queens, New York, coming in at number 64 with 197 points and 16 mentions, and received a number one vote from Martin Penzer. Martin Penzer from Woodmere, New Jersey, and it's the group's debut single, a tune written by the lead singer of the group. His name is Leroy Parrish. This is arranged by Sammy Lowe from May of 1958, coming in at number 164. Let's give a listen to the Lark Tones. The Lark Tones on ABC Paramount Records. Their tune is called The Letter.
I'm writing you this letter, dear, telling you that I want you near. Oh, how I wish you were here. Oh, my dear, I'm loving only you. Oh, please don't stay with you. Oh, please come back to me. Dear star, writing you this letter to let you know just how much I love you. Oh, my darling, why did you go? I thought that you loved me just as much as I love you. Oh, please, please don't say we're through. I'm closing this letter now, hoping that you will answer somehow. Or maybe my doorbell will ring. Goodbye, my
Always fun to find 45s like that out in the wild for a quarter. That's where I found that one there. From May of 1958, the sound of the Lark Tones coming in at number 64 on the survey with 197 points, 16 mentions, and a number one vote for Martin Penzer of Woodmere, New Jersey. That's the debut single for the Lark Tones, called The Letter. Came out on ABC Paramount record label. The follow-up of this was in March of 59 on the Ricky label, Why Are You Tearing This Apart, which I featured not too long ago on the Saturday night show. So you can tune in to Johnny G on Saturday nights at 9 p.m. right here on YouTube. And wait a minute, I messed up here. Had the wrong record on the turntable here as we got to, when you have flip sides from previous records, you got to check your notes. But anyway, so we moved to entry number 63 on the survey. We just heard the B-side of this 45 at number 66 with 195 points, as done by the Ladders. You just heard it. It was called Hey Pretty Baby. Well, this is the A-side that comes in at number 63 with 201 points and 18 mentions, written by the group's manager. His name was Les Cooper. Now, this features Johnny Jackson on lead. Number 63 on the 1958 survey, The Ladders Return on Vest Records. But this is the A-side. It's called My Love Is Gone.
Oh
Number 163 on the Relic survey, The Ladders. The Ladders on the Vest record label. That's Danny Robinson's Vest label. My Love Is Gone. That is the intended A side, coming in at number 63 with 195 points. All four sides by this group made it on the survey. Wow, that's pretty interesting here. The collectors that dig this music here, they really picked some great tunes to make it to this survey. And let's go to entry number 62. This girl group from the Bronx, New York returns. We previously heard five of their songs earlier on the Relic survey. Number 267 was their song Sure of Love. That was their fifth release on George Goldner's N record label. Number 186 was the B-side of their fourth release for N, called How Could You Call It Off. Entry number 178 was their sixth release on the N label, their tune called If You Try. And number 169 was the flip side of number 267, Sure of Love, their fifth release called Pray. And one more, entry number 102 we heard was Whoever You Are. That was the B-side to their third release. So here is their sixth release to make the survey at number 162 with 202 points and 19 mentions. And we heard the flip side of their fourth release, How Could You Call It Off, earlier, as I mentioned. That was number 186. Now, this charted number 72 on Cashbox, 42 on Billboard. This was a big number 5 record on WUST in Bethesda, Maryland. And this was a number 1 selection for Bob Smith of Lakewood, Florida. Let's go to April of 1958, coming in at number 82 on the survey. It's Arlene Smith and the Chantels on George Goldner's N record label, and their tune called I Love You So. That's coming in at number 62 on the survey, Arlene Smith and the Chantels. That's the A-side to their fourth release on George Goldner's End record label from April 58. I Love You So. 1958, a big year for Arlene Smith and the Chantels, and it shows here on the 1958 survey, because now we have a twin spin by the Chantels, 2 consecutive numbers, as they are here again with number 61 on the Relic survey, and we heard the flip of this entry at number 102. It was called Whoever You Are. Now, George Goldner, he gets writer credit on this. This charted number 39 on Billboard, number 16 on the Billboard R&B chart, a big number 6 record if you were tuned in to WCOP in Boston, Massachusetts, again with Arlene Smith on lead at number 62 on the survey with 208 points and 20 mentions. We go to February 1958, the Chantels on End, and their tune called Every Night, parentheses, I Pray. That's Arlene Smith and the Chantels coming in at number 61 on the survey. From February 1958, George Goldner's End Records, Every Night I Pray is the name of the tune. That's my second favorite by the group. My first one is If You Try. I like that one too. And they sang this, lip-synced this record on Dick Clark's American Bandstand. I think maybe the Beechnut Show in 1958, that nighttime show sponsored by Beechnut Gum. Yes, let's continue here on the survey. Coming in at number 60 on the Relic survey are the Spaniels. They return. Earlier today, we heard them at number 70 with 184 points. Their rendition of the tune Heart and Soul featured the great bass lead of the group of Gerald Gregory. Here is the B-side to the group's 15th release on Vivian Carter's VJ Records, scoring 208 points and 19 mentions. But this side features Pookie Hudson on lead. Let's go to July of 1958. Here are the Spaniels at number 60 on the VJ label, and it's a B-side. It's called Here Is Why I Love You, the Spaniels.
Do, 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 do. Here is why I love you, love you.
It may sound funny, but I love
you. It may seem silly, but I need you. Oh, honest, I do. Oh, I love you. At the touch of your hand, I tremble. At the sound of your voice, I grow limber. You enchant me so. For you are so hypnotizing, and you have captured my heart. Oh, and these words can't explain how I feel. For I will love you for now and evermore. And I love you. Oh, it's so wonderful to love you. It's so marvelous to need you. And that is why I do.
And that is why I do.
Entry number 60. Number 60 on the Relic countdown here. Those are the Spaniels, Pookie Hudson and the Spaniels, July 1958 release. Came out on Vivian Carter's VJ record label. That is a B-side. B-side coming in at number 60 with what did I say here? With 208 points. Yeah, that's a lot of points. 208 points and 19 mentions. Here is Why I Love You is the name of the tune. They may return with the flip side of that 45. So stay tuned for that. Let's go to entry number 59 now with 208 points and 19 mentions. This was voted number 1 on 2 of the ballots. Jeff Baumwell of Roswell, Georgia, and Fred Pabst of Middletown, New York. This was their number 1 selection for both those guys. This group from Inglewood, New Jersey. They had 9 releases on the co-ed record label. This was their second, and this song originally done, I think, back in 1939. I think Glenn Miller did this first back in 1939. But this version features Homer Dunn on lead. This charted number 59 on Cashbox, 46 on Billboard, number 3 on KFI in Burbank, California, and also WCOP in Boston, Massachusetts. From December of 1958, this is entry number 59, The Rivieras. The Rivieras on Coed and their rendition of the tune Moonlight Serenade.
I stand at your gate, and the song that I sing in the moonlight, I stand and I wait for the touch of your hand in the June night. The roses are sighing a moonlight serenade. The stars are aglow, and tonight how they're lighting sets me dreaming. My love, do you know that the light in your eyes brightly beaming, I bring you and sing you a moonlight serenade. Let us stray till break of day in love's valley of dreams. Just you and I, a summer sky, a heavenly breeze, kissing the trees. So don't let me wait. Come to me tenderly in the moonlight. I stand and I wait for the touch of your hand in the June night. A love song, my darling, a moonlight
Coming in at number 59 on the survey, that's Homer Dunn and the Rivieras from September 1958. Yes, Gordy, my mother Maggie, she loves that tune. I know she marked it down on her paper. She's going to tell me all the songs she liked after the show, but there you go, coming in at number 59 on the survey. Moonlight Serenade, that's their second release on the Coed record label, and voted number 1 by Jeff Barnwell of Roswell, Georgia, and Fred Pabst of Middletown, New York. We keep moving on through the survey, and the Jesters return at number 58 now, with 209 points and 21 mentions. Now, this is the B-side of a song called Oh Baby that came in at number 160 on the survey with 69 points. This is the intended A-side, which is actually a cover tune. This was first recorded by Arlene Smith and the Chantels. They did it first, but this is a cool cover by the Jesters. It features Adam Jackson on lead from January 58. The Jesters at number 58 on the survey. Paul Winley's Winley Records, their rendition of the tune, The Plea.
I really love you so, I'll never let you go. I really love you so, I'll never let you go. Don't ever leave. Baby, 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 stick with me. Like
those are the Jesters. The Jesters coming in at number 58 on the survey from January 1958, Paul Winley's Winley Records. A cover of Arlene Smith and the Chantels tune, The Plea. And that one there with Adam Jackson on lead. Now, this was their third on Paul Winley's Winley label, and we heard their fourth earlier, their fourth release on the Cyclone label, Now That You're Gone, earlier in the, and I'm sure they will return too. But anyway, let's stay with Paul Winley's Winley label, and they are all over the countdown. Paul Winley's groups are all over the countdown, and we go back to Brooklyn, New York for entry number 57 with 219 points and 23 mentions. They had 7 singles on Paul Winley's Winley label. This is the intended A-side of their fourth release, and it features Ben Frazier on lead. We go to March of 1958 as this slot for the Paragons. The Paragons at number 57 on the Winley label. It's called The Vows of Love, number 57.
We're going to start with
All of my love is forever. And is that there is only one love that you. Gee, won't you stay a while? Oh, but I love your smile. Oh, won't you hold my hand? Say I'm your lover man. You know I love you so, and you are mine, all mine. Do you remember the vows of love taught to us by someone from above? It means always, is forever, and I owe you my love. Gee, but I love your style. Let me explain the vow. Don't ever, ever go. You know I love you so. Please say you love me still, and you'll be mine, all mine. Do you remember the love taught to us by someone from above? It means always, it is forever, and yeah, I owe you my love. Gee, but I love your smile. Won't you will take these vows? You know I love you so. Don't ever, ever go. Please say you love me still, and you'll be mine, all mine. Mine, all
Johnny G getting caught here. There you go. Those are the sound of the Paragons here. Hold on a second. I gotta find a flip side from. I didn't notice that I needed to get the flip side here as you see me thumbing through the records here. Where was that record? Because I had the wrong one up next. As oh, here we go. Here we go. This is live radio, folks. When you don't have, you have to do everything here. So there you go. We put this on the turntable there. There you go. We'll set that one up. And there we go. That's a great sound of the Paragons there. The Paragons from March 1958. on Paul Winley's Winley record label, The Vows of Love, and that was their the A-side to their fourth release on Winley. It featured Ben Fraser on lead for that. For you collectors out there, the true first presses of that 45 have a typo in the title. It was supposed to be The Vows of Love, but somehow they typeset it with a W. So I think I showed you that press. The Wows of Love was on some of those early presses, and then they corrected it. But some of these Winleys don't sound so great. And Gordy Freeman mentioned in the chat room about that LP, The Paragons Meet the Jesters. I just should have taken that LP out and played off of that LP, because that LP plays really nice, the selections by the Jesters and the Paragons. Plus, it's a great LP, too. Anyway, let's continue here on the countdown with number 56 with 219 points. 219 points and 27 mentions. And it's a B-side. We heard the A-side earlier in the show. This group from Newark, New Jersey. I featured their biggest hit called Book of Love that came in at number 76 with 177 points. But the flip side did much better. And Pat, you said you liked the flip side better. And this received 27 mentions, which was about 11% of the voters that selected this song on their ballots. And this is the better side, in my opinion. It features Charles Patrick on lead, coming in at number 56 on the survey from February 58. The B-side to Book of Love. These are the Monotones. The Monotones on Argo Records. Their tune is called You Never Loved Me.
Chapel bells, I hear them ringing. Angels choirs, hear them singing. You never loved me. You never loved me at all. Now I'm kneeling. Father, hear me praying. Hear my plea. Nature's answering. My son, hear her sing. You never loved me. You never loved me at all. The bells in the chapel peal out their sorrowful song. The hand on the steeple clock has stopped, for you have done me wrong. Do 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 do. In the chapel, bells still ringing. High in heaven, angels still singing. You never loved me. You never loved me at all. You never loved me at all.
B-sides here on the countdown. Those are the Monotones there. That's the flip side of Book of Love from February 1958. A song called You Never Loved Me. Charles Patrick on lead with the Monotones. It's on the Argo record label. Their first release on the Argo label, coming in at number 56 with 219 points and 27 mentions, and 11% of the voters picked that in their top, I think it was top 20, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But let's continue here on the countdown here. We're going to go a little bit of overtime here because I got on late with that mess up with the setup there. But speaking of mess ups, this entry number 55 was a really big mistake, as this should not have made the survey, as Kreider, I think, may have had this as maybe he had it as 59, because Bruce tells me that they used the Kreider book for most of the entries here as far as the releases for 1958. But I checked an old Kreider, he had 59, but actually this record, that is wrong. And I don't even think the first press of this came out on the Harrico label. And according to Ferdy Gonzalez, that Harrico release had a Delta number in it, 43451. That puts that release about May of 1962. So this record, that release was 62, but it wasn't even the first press of the record. The first press came out on Hunter Hancock's Swingin' label in April of 1961. We also came out on a lot of labels, 20th Century Fox and Elf Records, but definitely should not have been on this 1958 ballot. But it is a great record, I have to admit. And it was also a #1 vote for by Charles Busser. Charles Busser or Busser of Dawson, Pennsylvania. He voted this #1, and it features the great lead of Stan Beverly, but it should have been in the 61 if there was even a maybe I'll do a 61. Maybe I'll do a 61 ballot. Maybe I'll do that. But let's go to April 1961 for the Hollywood Saxons at entry number 55, and this did, let me see, this charted, this had 220 points and 20 mentions, but it's not from 58. But it's a great record. The Hollywood Saxons on Swingin' Records. It's called Every Day's a Holiday.
Love you, love you, love you, love you, honest. I do love you.
Every day's a holiday when I'm with you. Everything is always alright when I hold you tight, 'cause every day is a holiday when I'm with you. When I hold your hand, I tremble inside. The feeling is so real, it makes me wanna cry, 'cause every day is a holiday when I'm with you. Valentine's Day comes once a year. Oh, it brings happiness, it brings cheer. But all those things I have in my own little world is because I've got you. For my little girl, everything you do is all right with me. My love is true and will always be. Oh, every day is a holiday when I'm with you.
That's coming in at number 55 on the survey. That's Stan Beverly and the Hollywood Saxons from April 61. It should have made, if there was a 61 ballot, it would have made the 61 ballot there on the Swingin' record label. That's how I featured it. Every Day's a Holiday is the name of the tune. We continue with the countdown here as we move to number 54 on the survey, and the Drifters. The Drifters make it in to this 1958 survey. It had, let's see here, it had 20 mentions and coming in with 221 points. And this was a number one selection for two ballots. Bruce Grossberg of Bloomfield, New Jersey, as he had a big part in compiling all of the votes on the 1958 survey and the other surveys too, as a matter of fact, working with the guys at the Relic shop. And also George Manoogian of Haverhill, Massachusetts, voted this their number one selections. And this tune, written by Jerry Lieber and Mike Stoller on the Atlantic label, coming in at number 54 with Bobby Hendricks on lead. This one from May 1958, entry number 54 on the survey. The Drifters on Atlantic and their tune called Drip Drop.
Drip, drip, drippity drop. Drip, drip, drippity drop.
Well, the roof is leaking and the rain's falling on my head.
Drip, drip, drippity drop.
Well, the roof is leaking and the rain's falling on my head.
Drip, drip, drippity drop.
I cried so hard, teardrops on my bed.
Drip, drip, drippity drop.
Well, she packed up her clothes and she moved out on the midnight train.
Drip, drip, drippity drop.
Well, she packed up her clothes and she moved out on the midnight train.
Drip, drip, drippity drop.
You know this empty room is driving me insane.
Flip, flip, flippity flop.
Well, I'm sitting here drinking, thinking what I'm gonna do.
Sip, sip, sippity sop.
Well, I'm sitting here drinking, thinking what I'm gonna do.
Sip, sip, sippity sop.
You know the roof is leaking and the rain is falling through.
Drip, drip, drippity drop.
Well, I ran into my buddy, he gave me a tip, tip, tip. He said, your woman's gonna left. I said, I'm a hip, hip, hip. I said, just mind your own affairs and button your lip, lip, lip. I don't need you to tell me she gave me the slip, slip, slip. Because the roof is leaking and the rain is falling on my head.
Drip, drip, drippity drop.
I cried so hard, teardrops on my bed.
Drip, drippity drop.
Oh,
Drip, drip,
oh,
drippity drop.
oh,
Drip, drip,
oh.
drippity drop.
Those are the Drifters. The Drifters coming in at number 54 on the survey with 229 points. And no, let me see. Messing up here. Drifters 221 points. And again, that record voted number two. Two people voted that record number one on their selections. That's Bruce Grossberg of Bloomfield, New Jersey, and George Manoogian of Haverhill, Massachusetts. Voted that May 1958 release by the Drifters, Bobby Hendricks and the Drifters, Drip Drop on Atlantic, their number one records. records on their ballots as the copyright police are out in full force now, chasing Johnny G. I'm going to be pushing it with this next record here, coming in at number 53 on the survey, and it's another hit record, as I think both sides of this 45 made the survey, and this is their first release on George Goellner's End record label. This had 21 mentions and 229 points. This charted number 7 on Cashbox, number 4 on Billboard, and let's see, this was a number 1 pick for Mel Samorian of Arlington, Massachusetts, and it comes in at number 53 on the survey. Little Anthony and the Imperials, although the true first presses of this come out as Imperials, and that's how I'm featuring it here. This one from July of 1958, Dick Clark, very instrumental with this song becoming a big hit for the group. This is on George Goellner's End record label, number 53 on the survey by Little Anthony and the Imperials. Their tune is called Tears on My Pillow.
On my pillow, pain in my heart caused by you. Love is not a gadget, love is not a toy. When you find the one you love, she'll fill your heart with joy. If we could start anew, in my heart caused by you. Oh,
That's Little Anthony and the Imperials. Little Anthony and the Imperials coming in at number 53 on the survey from July 1958. That's their first release on George Goellner's End record label, Tears on My Pillow, and a first release as the Imperial. Once it took off to become a hit, the releases came out as Little Anthony and the Imperials. And let me just check here that was a number one selection for Mel Samorian of Arlington, Massachusetts. As we continue here on the countdown, we're going to do a little bit of overtime. Johnny G was a little bit late here as we continue here. And up next at number 52 is the intended A-side of this 45. The B-side came out at number 199 on the survey with 51 points, a song called This Is the Moment, but this is the intended A-side. This group from Brooklyn, New York at number 52, 27 people mentioned this. This had 231 points. I think that was, as I double check here, next Yes, 231 points, 27 mentions, and this one from April of 1958. This is on Don Carter and Don Roby's Pet label, which is located out of New York City. Coming in at number 52, the Revelons on Pet Records. This is the A-side. It's called Dreams Are for Fools at number 52.
Dreams are for fools. I didn't get to know all my friends would tell me so. I should let all my dreams go. Dreams are for fools. I wouldn't realize instead I'd sit and cry, never ask my heart why. Dreams every night, nothing ever come out right. My heart is so very sad from the dreams that I had. Whoa, baby, yes, dreams are for fools. I wouldn't get to know all my friends would tell me so. I should let all my dreams go. Dreams every night, nothing ever come out right. My heart is so very sad from the dreams that I had. Whoa, baby, yes, dreams are for fools. I didn't get to know all my friends would tell me so. I should let all my dreams go.
That's a record I used to hear on oldies radio back in the early 1970s. Coming in at number 52 from April 58, the Revelons on the Pet record label out of Brooklyn, New York. Dreams Are for Fools. That's the A-side. 27 mentions and 231 points. We're getting close to the 50 records left. Let's move to number 51 on the Relic survey. This is a B-side too, with 29 mentions and 243 points. This group from Queens, New York, and this is their debut single on the Casino record label from June of 1958. It features Ronald Cussey on lead. I prefer this side versus the A side, which I think will return here on the survey. But number 51 comes in by the videos. Ronald Cussey on lead, the videos from June 58. On Casino Records, it's called Moon Glow, You Know, at number 51.
Moon glow, moon glow, moon glow, moon glow. Where is she tonight? You know, I love her so. But I I know.
B-sides here on the Vinyltreasure show, coming in at number 51 on the Relic survey. Those are the videos from June of 1958. That's on the Casino record label, and I'm sure the A-side will return later in the survey, but that's the better side, in my opinion. Moon Glow, You Know. And that is that record I first heard on the Gus Gossard show. He made that popular, at least with your host, Johnny G. Two more 45s to go here before we sign off here on a Monday afternoon. We're doing a little bit of overtime because I messed up in the beginning. Yes, I did. But let's move to number 50. Number 50 on the survey. We go back to Philadelphia, PA, as this group is somehow got on Chess Records. I'm sure this record was recorded for somewhere in Philadelphia, and the master was sold or leased out to Leonard Chess and his Chess label. They put it out, and this was from October of 1952. This group called the Revels, and this was a number one selection for a listener, Ronnie Sherman. Ronnie Sherman of Bergenfield, New Jersey, voted this song number one. It's from October of 1958, coming in at number 50 with, let's see here as I'm looking on my computer screen. This is 249 points and 20 mentions. It features Henry Colclough on lead. Let's give a listen to the Revels. The Revels at number 50 on Chess Records. It's called When You Come Back to Me, from October 58 at number 50.
Church bells will ring when you come back to me. You know that I love you. Hurry, hurry home to me. The boys in school, they say that I'm a fool to wait until you make up your mind. But I'll just smile and say, don't it's too late. I can't sit around and wait. Please tell me what's on your mind. And stop thinking that our love is blind. Darling, you know I care. On your finger you wear the ring that means so much to me. Still I'll just smile and say don't mind. You see, I have nothing but
Out of Philadelphia there, those are the Revels. Whoops. Hey, I forgot to do that. Those are the Revels. The Revels coming in at number 50 from October 1958. Henry Colclough. He's the lead singer on that. That's on a Leonard Chess's Chess record label there. When You Come Back to Me. That was a number one selection by listener Ronnie Sherman of Bergenville, New Jersey, that I see at the record shows. Well, that's going to do it for Johnny G and the Vinyl Treasure Show. I want to thank you for joining me on this special show that we do every Monday from 1 to 3:30. I had a little bit of a mess up in the beginning, hence we are over. We did a little bit of overtime here as we can fill in more. We're getting closer to the we're inching our way to number one here, so we'll probably make it in the next couple weeks here. But thank you all for tuning in. Hope you dug the tunes today. Lots of great records out of the year 1958. If you like the program, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and give me a thumbs up if you dig these tunes here. It's always nice to hear them. I apologize, some of them are not in the greatest shape, but they sound really good. I know I get lots of compliments from how the records sound over the year. So thank you all for being here today. Thank you, Charlene, for your help in helping me with putting together this list. And I'll be back next Monday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 to 3:30, for more of the countdown. And I'm also coming this Wednesday. I'll be on Oldies and More Radio, and also here on YouTube with the 1960s Soul Show. So if you like the soul records, which I think many of you do, tune into that Wednesday night show, and then I'll be back on Saturday night for 1950s and early 60s requests by you, the listeners. That begins at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. So anyway, we're going to close the show with one more. The copyright police finally left me alone. They are out of there. But let's see if they show up for this record. Entry number 49 on the survey. This group from Newark, New Jersey, they had 4 releases on Bobby Robinson's Fury record label, and we heard from them earlier in the program, and well, not today, but on other shows. I didn't write them down here. I didn't get a chance to rewrite this one, but I remember hearing them quite a bit when I used to tune in to the Gus Gossard show when he was on WPIX FM. That was 101.9, I think, FM. He would be on from 6 p.m. to midnight on Saturdays, and I think Sundays from 5 p.m. to 11. He was the curly-headed kid in the second row. He used to play a lot of these records that you hear in the survey, on the survey. And I heard this group originally from him. And this was actually a number one selection, coming in at number 49 on the survey with 254 points and 29 mentions, and a number one selection of Marv Goldberg of Commack, New York. And I extensively use Marv's great website. He has a wonderful website where you can, all the articles that he's put together of these groups here, and I use it a lot for the 1950s and early 60s show. And this was his number one selection from May of 1958. This charted number 20, was number 28 on WINS here in New York City, and this is the group's second release on Bobby Robinson's Fury record label. It features Pearl McKinnon on lead. Our closer today, number 49 from May 58 on the Fury label, is Pearl McKinnon and the Kodaks with Oh Gee Oh Gosh, a number one selection for Marv Goldberg. Well, that's going to do it, folks. Thank you all for tuning in. I'll see you next time right here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Just want to say, everybody, so long.
Baby, won't you tell me what you think of love?
I want you to love me. Place no one above me. Love me